Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome back to week 2 of distance learning. I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope last week went okay. I know that we're doing a lot of new things right now. There's a lot of trial and error, so trying to work through some of those kinks, and I hope that for this class in particular, you were able to easily understand the assignments, and if you didn't, some of you reached out to me with questions, so I encourage that you keep doing that. On that note, I'm going to say that you probably noticed that I've posted a few things on the stream. Tomorrow, Tuesday, April 14th, I'm doing an optional Zoom meeting. So if any of you want to join, it's kind of like my office hours for the week. I'm going to be available on Zoom from 10 to 11. And so on the stream, you will see the invitation and the link for the Zoom meeting there. So if you want to join, feel free, but just know it's totally optional. You don't have to be there. But if you have any questions about this week's assignment or anything coming up, I encourage you to come, or if you just want to come in and say hi. So other than that, for this week, we're just going to continue working on the assignment that we started last week. As I mentioned, it's a 2-part assignment. So this week we'll be working on part 2, which is writing your short story. So I think most of you got in your image. I'm still going through from the ones that came in last night to approve them. So if you haven't heard back from me yet, I will be getting back to you today. And other than that, you'll see that so what I've decided to do, and you guys can give me your feedback if this is confusing, but I thought that it would be helpful to move the most current week to the top. So you'll see that when you get into classwork, you'll see week of April 13th to the 17th, which is the week that we're in now, is right at the top. So you see everything that you need to see for this week, the assignments, anything else that's been posted. Anything that came before that is moved down to the bottom. So if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see week 1, which was from the first week that we met before schools closed. And then you'll see last week's, which was week of April 6th to the 10th. And then you'll see the coming up week that comes after this one. So once April 20th hits, that'll bounce up to the top. So hopefully that makes sense for everybody, and it's easier just to be able to click into classwork and see what you need to see right there. Let's see. So for this week, I posted some slides for you to go over. So it kind of goes a little bit more over the assignment of writing a short story, what's expected, some examples, what are the elements of a short story, what kind of things you should be looking for and considering. So that's all in there, and you should all view that slideshow. And then I posted a series of short story examples, and I want you to go in there and choose one of them to read. I think I posted eight different stories. So they're all linked in there with a PDF, and you'll see that I've listed them here 1 through 8. So with the title, the author, and then I give a little bit of a hint of what the stories are about so that it kind of helps you to pick the one that piques your interest. So pick one of those to read, and then answer these following questions in there. Let's see. And then I also posted the instructions here for submitting your short story. So it says following the guidelines in the slide presentation that was linked at the top of the week there. you're going to write a short story using the image that you found last week as the driver of the story. It's kind of a jumping off point. So it doesn't have to be strictly like about that image, but that image should be part of your story. It can be a jumping off point. You can kind of, play around with it. I encourage you to be as creative as you can be. The story should be at least 1 page long, double spaced. It can be longer. Use the image that you found as either a cover illustration or an in-text illustration. And I posted some examples of that in the slides. So if you have any questions about that, let me know and we can go through that. You're going to post the image in the story, either, like I said, as a cover illustration or an in-text illustration, and then you're going to cite your image properly, how we talked about last week. Submit your story here by Friday, April 17th. I need you to be able to submit those by Friday. That is the due date. If something comes up and you need extra time, let me know. But grades are due at the end of this week, so I need to have them all in on time. Let's see. And then the last thing down here is I want you to play one of these digital compass games. So this is part of, it's testing your digital citizenship skills. So Digital Compass is an online game. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure, choose your own path interactive game. So it's kind of fun, and it goes through different scenarios with different characters, and the more you play it, the more you can change around the scenario that you're in. If you click in here, this opens the link to the Common Sense website, and you'll see it just says ready to play Digital Compass. And then if you scroll down, you'll see that you can just hit play now. And it's going to load that. Click to start. So you can either start a new game, or if you'd already started a game, you can resume it here. So you're going to create a username. It should be all one word. You can use up to 12 characters. Make it memorable so that you don't forget, but do not use your real name. Part of their thing is that you don't have to use any personal information on this site for your own privacy and safety. It's just, one of the things that they let you do here. So, you can put in that, click start, and then it's going to bring me in.
Welcome to Anywhere. These kids may not look like you and me.
Okay, I'm not going to play the game, but it's pretty simple. You just click in there. All right, so that's the last thing I want you to do. I want you to play one of those games. I'm going to post an assessment question next week for you to briefly answer. That won't be graded. It's optional, but something to get you thinking. And then your assignment for next week is going to be a choice assignment. So I'm going to list 3 different options that you can choose from, and those assignments are going to be based on your experience playing this game. Okay, so I think that's about it. Again, if you have any questions, keep emailing me. If you didn't get in your image, get it in as soon as possible, by today if you can, so that you can get started on your story. And, if you have any questions, email me or plan to pop into the Zoom meeting tomorrow if you have time. And, yeah, that's it. And hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow, and have a great week. Okay, bye.